Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are looking at our budget planner. So I went back to Big Happy Planner if you haven't seen my recent videos. My first planner is an hourly planner, which I just love as a time blocking planner. For my budget planner, I was going to just continue using an hourly planner, the same one, and just chose a different color, which this is a really fun color. I thought it would be perfect, but I was thinking, why use two of the same pattern? If I don't have to, I can try a different pattern and really shake it up. That way it's very obvious which planner is my budget planner. So I know it could still be obvious with the colors, but so we're gonna take this entire month out. And I did go ahead and, cut. This is actually a cute divider, but I was gonna use it for September. So now I'm kind of like annoyed that I did that. I don't know, maybe we can tape it back together. But I was gonna use this divider for September, but we'll put that aside for now. What we're gonna use instead is this guy. And I'm gonna jump to September so I don't have to worry about anything with the tabs. I like the divider fine. I am gonna take this currently page, and it's like really colorful and fun. You have a top 3 here, notes, my mantra, and then holidays. This can totally be customized for budget needs. This is what the monthly looks like. It will have to be redated, but look how fun and colorful the top is. And here's what the weekly looks like. This is a vertical lined layout, but it has this really pretty scalloped boxes on top, the shaded boxes, quotes and confetti all around. So this is a super fun planner. This one is from, what is it from? 2019. So I will, when I'm done with the September pre-planning page, is what I'm going to use it as. I will pop it back in here so that when I come back for August some other time, it will be in here with it. Because I did like just kind of piece apart some planners and I was pretty annoyed with myself. I think we'll go ahead and put October in as well. So look how fun October is. And this is actually what I'm noticing. It's kind of like an ombre purple going to darker pink going to purple again. Do you guys see that? How fun is that? Okay, so we're gonna grab all of October as well. Okay. These colors are just really fun in this planner. Like, look at this. This is gonna be fun. I am actually really liking the idea of going back to Happy Planner. And did I mention, you might hear my son's working out in the background. My son, single. One rowing machine, one son can use it at a time. So let's get these popped in. It gets a little loud, but sometimes there's so many interruptions, it's just like, just keep filming or you won't get it done. Okay, so that is super fun for September. And then let's come back and grab the October one. Hopefully we didn't adjust the divider, but I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did the same thing with the divider, but that's okay. So I want to show you what I did. Because I used double-sided sticky tape and not, you can pull this off, and then this can go back in for some other time into my divider pack, which if you haven't seen that video, I just have a selection of dividers all popped in. I put all October together, all September together, etc. And then what I did with double-sided sticky tape for the September one is I just kind of rolled my thumb on it. It started to roll up, and then it comes off just in a roll of tape. So that worked really well for September. It's what we're gonna do now too. And then, I don't know, I'll have to put this back into the planner. And we can show that at the end real quickly. But I'm gonna have to put a tab here now. I can try to tape on the tab back. I'm gonna have to dig through my trash, but it's craft trap. It's crafting trash. It's only planner trash, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so we have, that's the main planner. And then we're gonna do this fun pink for budget, but now we're gonna take that out. So this is the hourly going out. And here is the vertical line going in for October. And paper clip together. So you can glue run these pages together and then you don't have to worry about the paper clips, but I want the inside pages, so that's why I'm not doing that. All right, now this is a sneak peek at my wellness planner, but let's get back to what we just popped in, which is the budget planner. Maybe this channel will start some income soon. Okay, so that's how it looks. Super cute. And the thing is, this is really, really cute. So if I don't have an equivalent, I may not even change that. I might be able to white out a little and make it look like a 5. We're gonna figure that out right now. So for my last planner, I did have to cover up these boxes because they had the months there. But for this page, nothing needs to be covered up except these holidays. Labor Day is actually only, I can leave it on here. I don't need it on here, but Labor Day is the 1st. And obviously Patriot Day is always, I can't even speak, September 11th. Okay. So now let's pop out this monthly and get it decorated. Now this planner in 2019, I don't know why I had to pull over here from over here. It just doesn't work well if I do it the other way. Okay, so this planner from 2019 had all of these really fun days. So obviously Labor Day, National Swap Ideas Day. This is National Coffee Day. Ooh, I love that one. It's in really light print because it's pastel. Be Late for Something Day. That's a good way to get fired. And Patriot Day. So every month has just like all these interesting, you know, days that are, they're not national holidays, but they're, you know, whatever day. Have a donut day. All right, so daily spend and budget. I'm gonna stick this up here because I pretty much know what I'm gonna do with this. And I'll show you right now. I am using a Laurel Denise planner. I got these on clearance halfway through the year. I really do love them. I did Franken plan these two together. It's a horizontal and a vertical together. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm using the monthly for everything I spend daily, and that's groceries. I got really grocery heavy at the front because there were things we were missing and I kept forgetting, which I hate when I do that. But so really grocery heavy on the front of the month, and now we're down here. Where are we? We are the 19th. So then I wrote the date. I only get groceries at Walmart. The amount that I spent, my total budget started at $6.50, and then I'm just subtracting every time through. So that's how it looks. So point is, on this monthly, I am also going to just be putting the price. I like doing that because if I don't have time to write the full thing out and subtract real quickly, I can at least come here and write down what I spent and then come back and look at it. For this video, I thought it'd be fun to use this Bookish. I do think I have budget stickers somewhere, but I don't know where right now. So I thought these could be kind of fun. These are like super fun quotes and super fun decorative boxes. Now the colors were really light pastel on the top, but I do think we can bring in, like, look at these match pretty well. These are habit trackers. How fun is that? Well, I think we just get started. I just want to kind of pick a color scheme. So of these gals, I kind of like the green hair, even though there's no green on here. Okay, so you can see a lot of fun things in here. Now these side columns are so pretty already. Like, maybe I could put something here, but I definitely don't need anything here. Look, it alternates blue, purple. Yeah, but this side is really plain. So I'm glad these stickers are colorful. Fun, okay. So I'm gonna start with these washi strips, and they're just like book stacks. And I think I started over here on the bottom. And maybe put Love, Read, and Laugh. we might have to cut off the last word, which is love again. So that's perfect. I think we can feed love onto the other side and start again. Whoops. Laugh, read, love, laugh, read. Okay, and then we'll do this smaller one of the book stack. Down here. I mean, might need to grab the tiny one still too, because we want it all the way to the end. So just cut the last bit off. Okay. I'm just gonna underline notes right now with this, like it's a little washi strip. Well, I mean, it is a washi strip. Before I get too distracted, I want to do the whiteout because I don't want to forget that everything kind of has to be moved. But look, Labor Day, obviously, because it's the first Monday of September, is still on the right day, so that's nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get my sticker book that I like to use for the dates. Okay, so for these stickers, I usually like to just get all the stickers on my hands. Okay, I don't like to, but it's just one of the ways to do it. But what I think I'm gonna do this time is cut just the bottom set off. And maybe use it from here. Let's see how it works. You know, I got a couple of the bottom, but the numbers are not, you know, ripped. So it doesn't really matter if the invisible part is missing. So we're just gonna get the dates on now. Okay, that's done. And then just to let you know, you might hear it in the background a little, my husband's television. That's pretty much always or often. So if you hear something, that is what it is. All right, so this is gonna be really fun. Let's get a giant stack of books here. So I have all this area really to decorate. I don't know that I will do all of it, but it's possible. Maybe we get a pet lying down by the books. Okay, that's a good fun scene. Let's get some color up here. This says, what does it say? With love. It says you're awesome. And I think we could do a stack of letters. How big is the sticker? That is a big one. Look how cute that is. Down here in the corner. Maybe we'll do it on this side though, actually. Okay, so I have mentioned this in previous videos, but if you haven't seen them, if I need to write something on the 30th and I don't have space, I can always put a sticky on here. I also could just technically cut out some of this clear space and write on there, or write small underneath. So if I decorate, over decorate, which I sometimes tend to do, that's what I will be doing. Okay, we want to plant some plants over here. Let's do that by notes. Some nice greenery. You can still see the 14th, that's kind of fun. All right, so let's get my gal on here. Where's she gonna go? I might put her up here actually instead of that letter. Yeah, I think she's gonna look fun there. So let's take this one off. So I used Laurel Denise planners in July and August. Really love them. Like, oh my goodness, she's so creative. That design is amazing. And I got them on the clearance from, you know, half the year past. I don't know if we need this one now, so let's wait on it. Point, I had to clip out the pages every week, which I was fine with. But this week when I went to just grab out the page, it was pretty nice to have it so easy. But still, someday when I am done with all my happy planners, which actually is probably going to be like 5 years or more, I will redate the Laurel Denise planners and get back to them because I do love them. I know you gals prefer Happy Planner too, which I do understand. So that is why we are back using Happy Planner for all of us, for these beautiful pages, and because I know you gals prefer them. Ooh, make life cozy. Maybe we take this off too and put this there. Yeah, I think so. Look how fun. I don't actually think I've ever used this book. It's one of those books, you know, do you guys have these books where you save? You're trying to save because, well, I think we'll put this on the 10th. Save some sticker books because they're so cute and you don't want to use them up, and then it's just kind of ridiculous because then you just keep getting more sticker books. Most of my sticker books, that's a little crooked. Most of my sticker books are from 2020. 2019, 2020, maybe 2022 would be the latest for most of them. Whoops. So I think that's long enough to keep them, you know, and save them. And now it's time to use them. I don't know, it still might be a tiny bit crooked. Okay, let's put this back. Where? See, I put it back here. Okay. I like this dreamer, and I think it'd be cute down by this dog. Have some good dreams, pups. I think that's fine. It kind of looks, yeah, it's fine. We have the quote here, so let's put something else here. And then should we give her a friend? Yeah, I kind of think we should give her a friend, but I don't want to go too bright. So let's do this like mellow pink gal. And I think she's going to be here. Why not? 19th? Anything going on? I don't really think so. I honestly think this 20 could maybe show through on top, so let's try it. Or just scoot it over a little, yeah. Alright, that's cute. It's kind of like angled. This is still crooked. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. I mean, there's even a line. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think we got it. Maybe something up here, and then we'll do some washi, or we'll see what else we have actually. I think we could just do like one of these little bookshelves. So we definitely want books everywhere. Maybe she's looking at some books to read. And we do need, actually we have Labor Day already on there from the planner. And it's purple or lavender, so I think we're gonna leave it. All right. I kind of like it. So I do think I'll do some layered washi, although I only have room right here. And then we'll see. What else do we have in here? And just maybe a couple things like this. Like, look, book lover. That's cute over there. Or, you know what, we'll do it on this side. Book lover. So I do think it's fun when we can pick stickers that kind of match the theme of the planner, like if I did budget stickers, but I doubt the budget stickers are quite as fun as these. What do you guys think? I'm guessing they're not quite as fun. See, we got in my layered washi, I like that. And I like function, obviously, but I also want decoration. So I just wanted something under them that I thought would be fun. So I think we're gonna do the best there, and then maybe we do, you got this, or you know, we have two love this, so let's do a love this here. You know, that's kind of under that, under them, so they're not floating. They do have the line of the box, but I made that harder than it needed to be. Okay, and then maybe something under here, but let's do one of these instead. Well, these maybe are supposed to be checklists. You know how they're up and down? Well, I guess washi would be up and down too. I don't really know what these are, but they're cute. Okay, the best, love this. And maybe just one little shop would be fun. Like one of these. Oh, we should definitely have a kitty though. We could probably get away with the orange. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so one shop I'm thinking. What color? I think the green. I'm trying to incorporate her hair, you know? I think the green can be cute. I might do another one of these, and then I might do a smaller shop over here. And it's kind of plain in here, so why don't we do pink or orange? I think I'll do this little pink guy. Where? Right here? I think we need something with it. Okay. Yeah, this is filled in. I like it. I like how it's looking. It's not perfect, but I'll go 2 more of these just to put under the shops for some color. And I think I'm gonna move this little shop up again. I'm gonna move it again. But first, I want to put one of these little squigglies that don't have anything written in them, because I think it'll be really fun to be able to write on it. And I think we kind of need pink over here, but I'm going to do this like coral pink that's right there on the chair. And where did I have it here, I think? Get that on. And then we'll put the house or the shop on top of that. And that gives us a spot to write, you know, if we need to. Okay, well, I actually think that's really fun. So, don't need washi on top for once because I have this beautiful detail. Fun washi on the bottom. And it might seem a little plain, you know, because you have like gaps and stuff. But I will be writing in there. I could possibly add boxes later, but I actually just think it's really fun and cute. Yeah, I am ready. Oh, obviously, so for 2025, I will look and see if there's a giant one. Otherwise, what I'm gonna do, see, these aren't quite big enough. She has birthday stickers in here. And I am gonna put one, even though this is the budget planner, I think it's appropriate to put one for my son. So let's get a birthday here for him. Okay, and then 2025, focus. Okay, so we'll just put this small one, because the big one wouldn't have covered that, and I think it's a cute design, right next to this September. And what that's going to do is it's going to remind me that this is a 2019 planner, but I'm using it in 2025. I don't think I'm going to get confused and think it's 2019, so I think it'll be fine. Okay. So this is ready. Oops, sorry. This is ready to go back into the planner. And oh, I love it. I think it's super fun. So I'm using Mojo Jojo plans. I put in the first day of fall, my son's birthday, but I need to do Patriot Day, and she actually doesn't have it on here, which is kind of, I think, a little odd because there's like Mardi Gras on here, which is like a small portion of the country, and then Dia de los Muertos, even Rosh Hashanah, which I do celebrate, but no Patriot Day, Cinco de Mayo. So I thought that was strange. Earth Day, like, I thought that was strange that not Patriot Day. But, you know, I'm a veteran and my husband's a veteran. We were both in the military on September 11th. So I guess it, you know, just means more to some people than other people. Maybe she forgot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change St. Patrick's Day, even though it's really hard to see in that light color, to Patriots Day. So, oops. And I keep saying that. So I'm going to just cut off the K here, because then we have Patrick with a C. I can make that C into an O. And then I'm going to grab this T from the saint. Okay. And I think it can be okay salvaged. So, but I mean, I was just a little disappointed not to see it there. And I know, nobody can give you everything. I think if you have military in your family, it's a pretty obvious holiday, especially if they were in during. Okay, so Patriot. So I just need this T. Now, this is actually hard to see in this. I wonder if I can trace it all in this pink. Not that I need pink there. So that was St. Patrick's Day, now Patriot Day. And I think if I'm careful, I can just trace this, so. Okay, it doesn't look great, but at least it's on there now. And so now that's done with birthday, first day of fall, and Patriot Day. So, if you haven't watched my videos before, what I had done is I was going to, you know, basically declutter a bunch of my happy planners that I hadn't used in so long, because by the declutter rule, this is 2019, that's 6 years that I haven't used it. Like, it would be gone, right? But I just couldn't do it. I put them in a box a couple of times. I just grabbed them back out, put them in, grab them out. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But now I'm just gonna use them again. So the newer Laurel Denise planners that I grabbed can always be redated, just like I'm redating these once I run out. So as I said earlier, I probably have at least 5 years if I'm using 5 planners left of these happy planner, really cute, colorful ones. And they just don't make them like this anymore, so it was really hard to just let go. So we will set up, we will do that in another video. So the next, because what I'm thinking, let me finish my thoughts so you guys can understand what I'm thinking. I think this video is actually long enough. I'm now going to decorate this, but not as a weekly. So, but I could do the actual grocery pages with different stickers, the actual eBay pages with different stickers. Oops, I messed those up. This is grocery. Yeah. The eBay pages with different stickers. Oh. I guess we're gonna do eBay too. Yeah. We might need those for grocery, yeah. Anyway, and then, so this will be whited out, probably with some washi, probably a box here. But I don't need that for the budget. Up here, I decided now it's gonna be breakfast and dinner. So there's plenty of room, breakfast and dinner. I was gonna put that in my main and take away a couple of the hour time slots, but then I was like, why do that when I have this budget planner, which affects my groceries, like basically my main budget of what I do. So I was gonna white these out and put breakfast and dinner down here. Why do that when I have this whole box up here that I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with? And so I'll put breakfast, dinner for each day, and then I do need days, huh? What do we have? So I might read day and date just for this top part. I think that'd be fine. And then the bottom here, I'm just gonna put a date as I use it. So it'll be just like extra note pages. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. But that will be in another video. So instead of whiting this out and putting washi, I will make this Sunday, I guess the 31st, you know, Monday the 1st, you know, etc. on down, which is kind of a shame because these numbers are cute. Cute and fun, but you know, it's okay. Mojo Jojo has a lot of cute numbers too. So reday, redate, put meals up here, and then just have line items like this, you know, down in this part. Actually, just like the example here. And then what I'll show you what I was doing for my meal planning. I had a whole little mini Laurel Denise planner. Super cute and fun, you know, to have this, but a whole planner isn't needed for that. I was just trying to use up my planners, you know, when you have some and you want to use them. So now I'm going to combine budget with meals. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, but this super cute is ready to go. And all I'm going to do is if I spend on the first, I'll write the amount I spent, write the amount I spent, write the amount I spent, and then go put it in my line items, hopefully right away. But if not, soon. Maybe, and then maybe someday, well, I'm hoping if I get the eBay going, I can do a minus whatever I spent on groceries, let's say $40, and a plus whatever I made on eBay. Will that happen? I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see in the future. But I love how this turned out. So fun, and it is fun to be back in my happy planner. Alright gals, that is it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.